How's it going, everyone? This is Fine Gaming Connoisseur, and welcome back to another video of Let's Play Multiple Online 2 Alpha. Okay, today this is patch 0.0.0.90, and so once again, this is a very massive patch. So for today, I'm not going to scroll down the patch notes, but if you want to read it, you can click on this button if you have the client, or alternatively, you can click on a link in the description below. That will take you to the patch notes on the Steam store page. Alright, so let's just log in. Okay, so this is a very big patch. It introduces quite a number of things. So Meduli is obviously, as you saw at the beginning, is one of the biggest additions, and also there's Archery, there's armor crafting, shield crafting, and okay. Alright, so my recording did crash earlier for some reason. I don't know why. So presumably the server had a crash, and strangely enough, it also froze my computer and caused it to reboot for some strange reason. So yeah, I was in the middle of okay, do I have a torch? Yes, I do. Okay. Alright, so oh, okay, armor crafting table. Here we go. So I'm just going to take a brief look. Okay. Alright, so let's... so you can get some free items for now. Okay, so you can get silk as well. So I'll put silk. Okay. Okay, so this. Okay, so I was looking for a bow. So I'll get a few broadhead arrows and alright, so I've shown you weapon crafting last time. So I suppose I'll show you some shield crafting as well. Maybe not so much. Otherwise I won't be able to walk. Okay, should be enough. Now, is there leather? No? Okay, never mind. Okay, so so yeah, if the server crashes, then you may find that your character will die as well. Okay, so they've relocated the weapon crafting bench. I think they updated it as well. This actually looks very good compared to last time. Right, so let's just try weapon crafting. It's also armor. Okay, so if you played Multiple Online 1, you'd be familiar with how this thing works. Huh? Oh, okay, there's no... okay, so it's just an added system. There's no... You can't really... let's see whether shield crafting works. Nope. Okay, so there's nothing you can craft at the moment. Okay. Grey wood. Oh, so you can. Or how about... Okay. Coating. And how about steel? No? Alright, so you can't actually do anything. You can't actually craft anything, any shields or armors. You can only craft weapons at this time. Alright, well, never mind. Since it's all free, I can just come back and get some more later on. But first, okay, just put my weapons, my weapon here. Alright, and we should equip. Okay, and the torch here as well. Okay. Okay, let's find a place to... Do we have a target range somewhere? I think there is a target range. Oh, here we go. Yep. Let me see. Oh, so the... Cool. So you do actually see the where the arrow strikes, and you know, one thing I really wish we can do is pick up arrows that have landed. You know, this would be so cool. You know, if we could. Okay, let me try and see if I can get a bullseye. How did I go? Oh. Awesome. So this is how you hit someone in the head. You aim slightly above their head, because in this game the arrow has a you know, travel. Yeah, it has a, you know, there's gravity, so when it goes up it also comes back down, and well, mid flight, and the moon has changed as well. I think it's higher resolution now. Alright guys, we're back. Okay, so there's so, you know, so I'm pretty sure that the just now you saw at the beginning my character was in ghost mode. Now it wasn't in ghost mode before, but for some strange reason when I logged back in after the crash, which rebooted my system as well, my character was dead. Now, it could be that someone came along and killed me, but I don't think so. Because if that was the case, then, you know, yeah, if that was the case, then I would have been standing right next to where I had died instead of somewhere further away. Alright, so let me just see. So this is... Okay, so I'm probably at the wrong... Okay, so this is the wrong entrance. I should be at the other side. And so one other thing I really wish SV would do is enable us to not only hold a torch in one hand with another, you know, and have a weapon in the other hand, but also make it so that the torch never swings when we have a weapon in our other hand. I think that's really important. I really think that SV needs to implement that, because otherwise you're going to end up with a situation where every group needs to have a torch bearer, needs to have someone to hold the torch. And seriously, I think that's going to be not a lot of fun for the person holding the torch. Nobody wants to be, just someone standing around holding the torch and not being able to do anything significant. Although you could argue that holding the torch for your group is significant, but I just don't think that it's fun. I really think that SV needs to. Okay, so Meduli should be southwest. So let's head southwest. So there should be a path. So this should be. And why am I walking so slow? Okay, so I remember another thing from the patch notes. So basically, SV has reduced movement speed, and I think with attack speed as well, with your combat speed, combat animations. Okay, not really. I think it's still reasonably fast. But I watched a video. Yeah, I watched a video on the forums. Someone posted a video of combat, and they were saying that the combat feels really slow now. So but hey, look at the night now. It's looking so much better, and you can see the snowy mountains over there. There's the snow, and so yeah, it's really. Yeah, this game, like I mentioned, Vicness did a video and he was saying how this game is going to be the next big thing. It's going to be the MMORPG of the decade or something like that. 2020 or 2021. But in my opinion, this is going to be the MMORPG of the decade. That's what I think. Okay, so if we keep heading southwest, we should eventually reach Meduli. And yes, Meduli is where I want to be, because I've always loved Meduli, even in MO1. So I really want to see it. So change of plans, guys. Last time I said I was going to go to Galcor, but I'm going to skip that for now. I'm going to go to Meduli, because Meduli is where I want to be when the game launches. And I did remember reading some threads of what is this? Okay. I thought it was something you can harvest. So I did remember reading on the forums, someone was asking where does everyone want to be when, what's their favorite city or town? And everyone was saying, Grenache or Galcor, Fabenham, and so on. And there's a few people that said Meduli, and I was one of them. So yeah, so I'm really going to make Meduli my how I'm going to get down. So yeah, you'll see me in Meduli a lot when the game launches. And with this version numbering 0.0.0.90, it's almost close to the getting towards number 1 in the next bracket. 0.0.01 point something. I think that's what the next patch will be. I don't know, but I'm guessing that it will be something along those lines. So perhaps, this is just wishful thinking, but hopefully the next patch we will see the patch number move to the next bracket. Okay, I'm back. So just to be safe, so that I don't lose the lot. So now before my computer crashed, before the server crashed, or rather, I did check out swimming, and there is swimming. However, there's some areas of the map that should be on land, but the graphics show that it's underwater. But strangely enough, when you're walking around, you're walking underwater, but you're not swimming. So if that makes any sense. So let's say I'm standing here on land. My character is walking. However, above me there's like a body of water, and I have to say the water looks really cool. Unfortunately, I don't have footage of it because my computer crashed and I lost all the footage. But if I can find area, a body of water, I will try to show it to you. So it's just unfortunate that my computer crashed when the server went. I think there was a server crash, I believe, because my character was dead when I logged back in. Okay, this is a little bit too slow, I think. And what is this? So this is supposed to be water, but okay, let me just report a bug. Because this is supposed to be water, isn't it? Is this supposed to be water? I believe it is. Let me just report. Okay. Okay, so let's just keep heading towards... So Meduli is to the southwest, I believe, if I remember. Oh, and look at the... Man, I really like the lighting and the shading. You know, where there's moonlight coming in, it'll show. So this is another enhancement with Unreal Engine 4 is that there's real lights. So where there's nothing covering, then the light will shine through, and it gives off that realistic effect. So that's a very nice addition. So I think, yeah, so like I said, this game is really gonna... I think this game will be the MMORPG of the decade. And if you look at on the MMORPG.com, the last time when I looked at it, Mortal Online 2 was had a hype meter of 9.6. So it was #1, the most hyped game, and it's not hard to imagine why, because this game is literally doing what no other game has ever done, or should I say, what no other game has sort of tried to do and succeed in doing. As far as I know. So this game is really, daring to explore, to do what the creators wanted, what Henrik had envisioned, and they are creating the game that they want to play, the game that they want to create, and not something that's not one of those cookie cutter games that you see so often, but instead they are creating their dream game, and that's what I like to see. If you're a developer or a development company and you create a game that that follows your dream, that follows your vision, and follows what you want, then, you know, you have my respect. Instead of chasing what is popular and what is appealing to the masses, you are pursuing your dream game. And so if you do that, then I think you are breaking away from the mold, from what is mainstream. Because the mainstream, you know, it's more or less, we've already seen it before. You know, the stuff that is mainstream, you know, there's so much of it, it's so saturated, and we've all seen it before, and it's not, you know, it's not impressive, in my opinion. But when you have a game like Mortal Online 2 that is fresh, you know, like a breath of fresh air, then that's what really captures my attention. And Mortal Online 2 just happens to be the game that I want to play as well. You know, because I'm a big fan of Ultima Online, and, you know, apart from, you know, the private servers or the unofficial servers, I think the emulations of the game, there hasn't really been a game like this, like Mortal Online 2. You know, it's more or less been WoW clones and different approaches to MMORPG design, but it hasn't really been anything refreshing like this. So in that respect, I really, so this is the game for me. Now, I do like EVE Online as well. However, it doesn't seem to have that the same draw as Mortal Online does. Am I still going the right way? Or am I sort of going a bit off? Because, okay, so okay, I might be a bit lost, or maybe not. Okay, I think I am still on the right track. It's just that because the map is so big now, it's a lot. The travel time is going to be a lot longer, and that is a good thing. Like I've said many times, this is what I want to see. You know, I actually prefer a massive world where I have to travel. And if you think about it, you know, a massive world that requires long distance travel times, it will affect the economy. So everything is going to be a lot more valuable, even simple things like wood, you know, simple ingredients. Everything is going to be more valuable because the longer it takes to transport something, the higher the risk, and the higher the risk, the more expensive an item is going to be, or at least the more valuable and more sought after it will be. And that's a principle that is true in not only in games but in the real world as well. You know, if something is easily acquirable, then it's not going to be very valuable. But if something is, you know, is very risky, takes a lot of risk to acquire, and you know, requires a long distance to travel to transport them, then it's going to make that item a lot more valuable. So, and also it's going to make the world feel more like a world, you know, a truly massive world. And that's the whole point of MMORPGs, you know, is this a massive world where, you know, with thousands and thousands of players, or, you know, even tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, you know, I really think that we're at a point where technology can advance further again, you know. In the 1990s, we had MMORPGs coming into the mainstream, and Ultima Online was arguably the granddaddy of it, you know, MMORPG craze. I think it all started with Ultima Online. So I think in 2020, I think the time is right. Time is right for technology envelope to be pushed again. This time enabling hundreds of thousands of players to coexist in the same world. Okay, guys. Now, I am still traveling, so if you don't want to, if you don't want to see me travel, then just fast forward. Use the timestamps at the beginning of the video. Just click on 0:00:00, or you can just go to the description or the pinned comment. But if I was watching this video, I would watch all the way, because you get to see the world, and you get to see, you just get to see just how the world looks. And I remember watching several videos about World of Warcraft, the Battle for Azeroth and Classic WoW. And one of the arguments that I think a lot of people have made is that they actually enjoy Classic WoW a lot more, because in Classic WoW you actually had to, I think you spent more time traveling on foot as opposed to BFA or Battle for Azeroth, where you have a flying mount and you can basically just fly around, and so you no longer see the world from the perspective of the ground level. And instead you just see the world from above, from bird's eye view, and it makes the world seems a lot smaller, and you don't feel like you're in a truly massive world. So that was one of the things that people felt was, that they made them like Classic WoW a lot more compared to Battle for Azeroth. But that's just something that I've been watching. And so that's why I say, a truly massive world where you actually have to travel. Oh, look at that. That's cool. It's actually glittering from the light of the moon. I think that's really neat. Okay, so it's stuff like this, that you see as you travel. And if you didn't travel, then, or you just skipped ahead, then you probably won't see things like this. But different folks, different strokes for different folks. Some people just want the PvP action, and some people just want to do PvE and so forth. But that's okay. That's fine. It's just the reason why, in so many of my videos of Ultima Online 1 and 2, I actually take the time to record my travels, is because I actually enjoy this aspect of the game. Seeing the world and traveling as I go. But I'm really wondering, am I still going the right way? Or am I sort of off track? Okay, so maybe I will skip ahead and resume recording when I reach Meduli, but maybe when I get over this hill, then I'll decide. Man, this world is massive. So massive. I've been traveling all this time, and I've not even reached. I haven't even reached. I don't even think I'm halfway there yet. So, Hey guys, so I'm almost reaching Meduli now, but on the way, thought I'd visit the ruins. The ruins near Meduli, and so I haven't actually seen this myself on my own computer. I've only seen it from Mr. Tassoni's video. I need to get a panoramic view, get a bit of footage without the UI, so I can see it. So I can see it without all the UI elements. But man, this looks so beautiful, and this is ultra settings. But yeah, this is one of the places that I really like. It's basically the remains of what I think is a Tindrum fort, or a lookout outpost. Okay, there's Meduli. Alright, Meduli's in sight. But I'm not gonna walk all the way there. Or maybe I will. But I think it's gonna take a bit more time, so let me just capture this. I just want to get the right angle. Yep, this looks good. Okay. Alright. So Meduli's over there, so let's just do it the quick way. Alright. Okay, so as the saying goes, that's the expression, kill two birds with one stone. Okay, to see the ruins near Meduli and also get to Meduli. Okay. So yeah, the world is definitely a lot bigger now. I've been traveling for close to 40 minutes from the previous clip before I resumed recording. So I actually traveled towards the coast near Tindrum, and then from there I went south. I actually had to take a few detours because, because the landscape is no longer the same as MO1. Although there are some parts that are still quite familiar, quite similar to MO1. However, for the most part, I think there's a lot of areas that are different now. Okay. Right. Alright, this looks really good. So yeah. Meduli now has a proper, has a proper desert now. There's a proper desert too as a backdrop. Yeah, this is what Meduli needs. This is what Meduli needs, like a big barren landscape as the backdrop. Yep. This looks really good. Love it. Even even before I've seen it outside of Ghost mode. I'm just looking at it from Ghost mode and I'm already loving what I see. Okay, so let me just get to a priest. Jump over all these things. Alright. Wow. Just wow. Ooh, wow. This is impressive. I love this. Okay. Can I climb this? No. SW, please give us climbing so that we can climb the ladder. Okay, so where shall I go to begin with? Man, this looks really good. And okay, there's the tower. Yes, so I don't think this is open. I think so. Who knows? There might be a dungeon when later on when it goes into full open public release. So it's closed now, but wow. And let's just test swimming. Yeah, I do like the graphics here. So let's just jump into the water and look at the water. Look at the water. Wow. This looks really good. The water here looks really, really good. Okay. Okay, so when you're underwater there is a breath meter. So now you don't have to guess how long you can hold your breath before you start taking damage. Now there's a breath meter to help you. Oh. You can't jump into a ship. Nope. Okay, I'm out of stamina, so I might actually end up drowning. Yep. Oh. And stamina doesn't regenerate when you're swimming, so that's another thing to take note of. Okay, let's get to the shore. Yeah, let me just turn off the UI. I mean, this looks really good. Scenery here. Okay, so when you're out of stamina, you can still swim, but you're going to be doing it at a much slower pace. and it's really good that they made the water much more realistic. And if you look at the way the water moves, this is a huge improvement compared to MMO1, where the water was just a flat, more or less a flat texture. But this has actually got, this actually feels like the water has volume, and it has waves, and it actually feels like water. So yeah, this is really good. Boy, I can't believe my favorite town is in the game. This has got to be one of the best patches I've ever seen for this game. Okay, almost there. Okay, so there is a... Okay, then let's just have a look at... Let my stamina regenerate for a bit. Okay, so there is actually a proper desert this time. Now, interesting question that I have is, what is SV going to do with when it comes to graveyards? Are they going to implement graveyards? I wonder. So it's still we haven't heard anything about graveyards yet. So it's that's where the bandits hide. so this is like the wagons come through here, and then the bandits hide over there, and they hijack the hijack the wagons. But yeah, this is brilliant. So it's still not finished, but the fact that we have Meduli now is, so I think we're quite close towards. I mean, I think there's still Morinker and a few other towns to the south, and of course the jungle. But once we have the whole world fleshed out, the whole of Marlin fleshed out, then yeah, I think that's when the game can go into it just needs to add PvE and thievery and all the crafting and all the materials, gathering, mining, and so forth. All the stuff that we need for an MMORPG release. Then I think this game is ready to go into open access, or should I say beta. So, alright, this has been a long video, but thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I know it's been a long video, but thanks for joining me today, and hope that you enjoy this video as much as I had fun making it. And if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share, that will really help. So I'll look forward to seeing you guys next time, but for now, thanks everyone for watching, and this is Fine Gaming Connoisseur. Take care and have a good day.